Hello, David. Hello, Paris. I'm here. I had a little bit of things that I had to fix, so I had to sign off and sign back on. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the picture okay? Aha, good. Paris, are you receiving? I guess we lost Paris. Paris has gone to Italy. Well, I've come prepared this time. I'm not going to run out of tea so soon. Nice. Very nice. David says, it'll be interesting to see how many people you will have tonight this late. Yes. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if we would have a good number of people, because it's Friday night. In India, Middle East, it is all Saturday morning. So Australia would be Saturday morning. It's a holiday weekend. Singapore, Indonesia, all these places that we usually don't reach, we could reach now. And usually last Friday night when I had a live talk, it was quite busy. It took a while though. It took a few minutes, good few minutes, and it took a while. And Joswu says 5 p.m. Saturday in Sydney. See? Is that your name, Joswu? Am I pronouncing it right? Anyhow, he's from Sydney, Australia, and that is probably the right time for Australia, because it is now 11 and 11 is 12, plus another 5 hours. It should be 4 o'clock. It should be 3 o'clock. No, it should be 4 o'clock there. But I guess because we had 1 hour spring forward, then it's 5 o'clock. Am I right? Am I mistaken? What happened to Paris? Did we lose her? And Jaswo, if that is your name, don't forget the protocol. Yes, there you go. See, David's putting in, says, unfortunately, male 23, Dallas, Texas, won't be able to stay awake for this one. Ha, yes, of course. This is not for you, Dallas. David, you go sleep for sure. And aren't you 24 yet? I thought you said, oh, is it in April, is it? And Zignite says, hola. Hola yourself too. Okay, David, good. Go sleep tight while you're still young, 23. Don't you guys forget the protocol. M or F or whatever your gender is, signify that with a alphabet of some kind, then your age and where you're tuning in from. Good night, David. So The ones who hasn't joined or hasn't subscribed, please do subscribe. It takes a moment. We are here to discuss matters of thoughts, consciousness, fear, desire, ego, pleasure, order, material process, thoughts, thinking, time, energy of the universe, our relationship with the energy of the universe, the relationship between mind and body, and of course things to do with breakups, emotional hardships, what you're going through, and to find out why you're feeling the way you do and what you should be doing and how to move on. This channel has about 1,400 videos and counting, has about 80 some odd playlists, which you can check them out and choose a playlist and get help from understanding what you're going through and how to move on after your breakup, or any other topics that we just talked about that you could be interested in, or just type in what you feel on the search engine of my channel, and then you are bound to get a bunch of videos on that topic. How you feel after breakup, just type it in and you'll get a bunch of videos. There's a good chance that no matter what you put in there, you'll get a bunch of video on that. We've tried to cover almost anything that comes to your mind after breakup, and we have something to say about it, which has been proven helpful to many people around the world, and we're delighted that we've been able to help hundreds of thousands of people around the world. And so we hope that you will continue enjoying the channel, and once you're out of the woods and your breakup problems are solved and you're okay, then on this channel you will find many things about how your mind functions, how your psyche, and how you tick, what you're all about, how you're put together. And that is really the core of the message this channel is offering. If you wish to find out what books I've written, you can go to my site, mind@seekstruth.com. Click on the book, see the table of contents, and click further and read the sample chapter. And if you like them, then you can acquire them in print or ebook. Prints are expensive. They're like $80 to $100, but they're shipped around the world with, I will sign it and write a note for you. But same book and same pages, instead of $100, like $4 or $5 or $6, depending on which book it is, in the form of ebooks, which you can still purchase it at the same place, my site. And in case you want to talk to me one-on-one and discuss your issues about breakups or whatever else it may be in that topics that we discussed, well, you can click on Talk to Me for Consultation on my site, mind@seekstruth.com, and make an appointment, and we'll discuss what's concerning you one-on-one, on Skype, explore it together. This is what I do all around the week with people around the world who need it. Now, let's get on with some questions here, if we can have some. So perhaps I take a nap while you guys are finding your way to the live stream. It usually takes a good number of minutes before people find us at this hour, because we usually don't have our live streams at this hour. It's usually 12:30 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Vancouver time, which within seconds we're pretty much filled up there. But of course now it's going to take a while. Jazwu says, male 45 Sydney, thanks Mehran for helping me emotionally let go of X, so to see what a whole Wow, I see. She became okay. Well, I'm delighted that you've seen the light and you are moving on. That's the name of the game. You're 45. You're the best time of your life. What are you talking about? Take care of yourself. Stay fit. Focus on your career, job. You have the wisdom and maturity. You've learned a thing or two in life. You'll be fine. There'll be lots of wonderful ladies that would find a man at that age interesting, and they would be having quite interest to get to know you, a man who's secure and mature. So you've got nothing to worry about. Just be patient. Muhammad says, good evening, Mehran. Male 29 from the Arab Consortium. You're gonna run out of these words one of these days. I bet you. I hope I'll still be here when you run out. Although it is a good timing and weekend here, but I had to go to work today. I can't wait to watch the video. All the love and greetings from me. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Appreciate your stopping by and giving us a good energy. And we love you too. And you have a wonderful day and take good care of yourself. Jazwu, you got to help me to know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly or not. Or is it a screen name? He says, I'm going through next level pain where ex-wife is fighting me for money. Oh, okay. And making false claims to get me into trouble. Ah, well, just reason with her and help her out. She was your wife after all, so help her out. Be fair and also have a good lawyer. It helps. And he says, yes, you pronounced my name right. Jazwu, right? What is the background, Jazwu? Were you born in Australia or you immigrated to Australia? I'm trying to see the origin of the name. And he says, yes, got a lawyer too. Okay, good. Now, if you're reasonable and talk it over together, then you will get your guidance from your lawyers, but at the same time, it wouldn't cost you an arm and a leg because lawyers are not cheap. So if you guys talk to each other and come up to civil agreement, then the lawyers can put it together easy. And that's not going to cost that much. But, you know, tell her if you go through fighting and all that, the lawyers make lots of money and they want to do a good job for you, so they have to go through the procedures and observe the law. That's going to take time. Every filing, every court case, everything. So, but if she doesn't want to listen, then you got to do what you got to do. You continue with follow the legal procedures of your land and then see where it goes. You have children, Jazwu? Jazwu says, yes, I think I will be poor with legal fees. No kids. Ah, okay. All right. We have a real change of weather here. Until just last week, it was cold. And suddenly, well, of course, it's expected to be warm, but a quick change of weather. from, let's say, 4 or 5 within 10 days, suddenly it's what was it, 20 today? Let's see, I don't remember what it was, but right this moment it's raining, or rain stopped, but it's wet all over everywhere. It's 9 degrees, which is very pleasant for us. For us Canadians, we like a bit cold. We like it a bit cold. But it is pretty warm tonight. I'm not used to it yet. So it looks like everybody else everywhere around the world are still sleeping. What time is it over there? Well, it's Sydney. They're up, but only one of you. And then India, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Middle East, also the same. Well, last week kind of made me think that this is the time I should be here, because many people can reach us. But maybe this week makes me change my mind that it's not a good time. But last week, I think it took about 20 minutes or so before we had a bunch of people. There you go. Gianluca Bruno, Italy. Buonanotte, yeah? Or buonasera. Well, right now over there it's early, it's morning, so buongiorno. 7:25 morning. Yes, buongiorno. It's time for you to have breakfast, I guess. Abhijit says male 42, India. Oh yeah. Gianluca, don't forget the protocol. Like M whatever, Italy. So Abhijit says male 42 years, India. Thank you for making the ebooks so affordable. My pleasure, Abhijit. I have purchased one this week, the Breakup Pain Handbook. I have a question, but I think the answer might be here in the book. Okay. I suggest you, when you can, do pick up Me, My Psyche and I. The Breakup Pain Handbook, it is the stuff that I had until November 2015, based on the videos that we've been having. And since then, we've got lots of other stuff that is not included in the book. But the book is 600 pages. It's got lots of stuff that you can use. Probably most of the unique stuff is in the book. And then, of course, other stuff I added later. But Me, My Psyche and I think that would be another book that you really want to have. It's got nothing to do with breakups necessarily, but it has everything to do with you, your psyche, who you are, your center, how you're put together and all that. So I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, the ebooks are really reasonable. I agree with you 100%, because it took a few years to write them. Then all the cost for designing the pages, fonts, and book designer, these are all different people. Turning my writings into prints and turning my recordings to words, and then from that to book designer, and then font and pages, and then cover design and everything. Oh, it just took 2 years just to put it to print. So, and they're heavy and expensive to ship and all, but shipping is included in everything. However, I thought many people really read the sample chapters and they loved it, but it's expensive for many of them, especially with different currencies around the world. So I invested again and turned them all into ebooks, and the same books, $80, $100, depending on which one you get. You can get them in ebooks $4.99, $5.99, $6.99, very affordable. And of course, they sell quite good because lots of people find it, oh, it's a good deal. And it's got lots of good stuff in it. So I'm delighted that you've picked up one. And whenever you can, pick up Me, My Psyche, and I. You would want to read that book. Which these books are really leisure reading. I write just like I speak, nothing fancy about my writing, but the material, the contents are interesting. And the chapters, you can pick up a chapter from any part of the book and read it. It's not, the chapters are not like story, they're not following each other, so it's all independent, depending on what mood you have. You look at the table of contents and pick up whatever it is that you want to spend time with and read that one. Abhijit says, I think most people going through troubles are pressed for money. Anyway, yeah. So the ebooks are a great help. Yeah, I agree. So when the new site comes up, which cost me a bundle, but I think I will just increase the ebooks just a couple of dollars here and there, not more. Still keep it affordable. But at the same time, we need money, so we need to be a little bit economically minded, or consider the viability of it. So, Jazwu says, male 45 Sydney, thank you for that, Jazwu. Says, have you any recommendations for mind calming techniques? Yes, of course. In the book, Me, My Psyche, and I don't know if you've picked it up or not. Perhaps you should, going through a divorce and all that. You need how to meditate and calm your mind. So, I really suggest strongly to go on my site, mind@seekstruth.com. Click on the books, and Me, My Psyche, and I. Pick up the ebooks. It's only $6.99, I think. No, $5.99. It's $5.99. So pick up that book, Me, My Psyche, and I. Chapter 32, I think it is. Chapter 32. Hang on. Let me double check. That's how it looks. And chapter 30, '29 is ego is derailing our tranquility. 30 is approaching life one-dimensionally. 31 is hope in life. 32 is meditation. That's where you really want to look at chapter 32. It's elaborate, it's well explained, I believe. And if you have any questions, you can come on the live talks and ask. Chapter 33 says our mind and meditation. Chapter 34 talks about our mind needs a home, which is very important and interesting topic. Chapter 35 talks about the calm mind. 36, the mind that seeks truth. We've heard this before. And chapter 37, nourishing the body, forgetting the mind. Chapter 38, unifying the mind and body by living in the present. And chapter 39, observing the flowering of something versus perceiving what is happening. And chapter 40, how to decrease thoughts and the activity of the mind. Meditation through movement of thoughts and physical action. And of course many other chapters up to chapter 66. Lots of stuff here. So now we have So the meditation is the technique that I want you to pick up from that book, because once I really get the stuff that I want to do, I will have live meditation, guided meditation for you guys, that we can all meditate together at certain days, and that would be pretty good. But until then, I suggest you guys pick up the book, Me, My Psyche and I, and read it, especially the meditation part, which is going to be good. Achilles 25 says, what's good on Mehran? I don't know. How are you, sir? And thank you very much, Achilles. Antoine here, 51, male, Los Angeles. Oh, close by. So same time zone. It's 11:30 p.m. here. What are you doing up so late? Lol. Oh, this is not that late. Just recently I sleep earlier. Usually I sleep maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because many of my clients are in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, India, and the time kind of makes me have to stay up a little bit late in order to make it convenient for them. But recently I've tried to juggle things around and kind of not so available after midnight. So tonight is okay. I've already gone to the gym. I'm back. I have my tea, and we can chat for a bit. Because I usually, when we do it at 12:30 noon, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it is not the right time for many places in the world. They can't catch up with us. Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, India, all these places, they won't make it because it's too late for them. It's just pretty much too early in the morning, or they're still sleeping, or too late after midnight. They won't join us. They can't join us. They won't see us. So now, hoping that I can be more available to people around the world, I'm using different time zones. And perhaps we can then bring their attention to this channel, and hopefully they will subscribe and they will like the videos they like. Don't forget, guys, there are 8 of us here. We should have 8 likes, if you will. And as usual, if you don't like it, don't do a darn thing. Just say good night. Go sleep. Don't click on thumbs down. And Antoine says, love listening to you. Many blessings, my friend. I thank you very much, Antoine. I'm delighted that you're enjoying the program. Everyday Life says, female, 30, Vancouver, Washington. Oh, I got excited. I said, Vancouver? Oh, somebody knows us here in Vancouver. But then you said Washington, well, which is all right, sister city. I've been to Vancouver, Washington many times, because I don't know if any of you know, some of you do. I went to school in Portland, and Vancouver is right on the border between Washington and Oregon. And so I have visited Vancouver a few times. And so female, 30, Vancouver, Everyday Life, Vancouver, Washington, says, it's been 3 months since the father of my kids left us. For someone else. Ouch. We were together for 11 years. He barely calls to ask for the kids. Did he forgot about them? That's very unfortunate. That is very, very irresponsible. 3 months not calling, at least for the kids. Forget about the 11 years, let's say. Okay, he's found some other fling or whatever. But not even calling the kids, there's something wrong. Everyday Life says he's already pregnant with his new partner. Is that why he's acting like this? Well, it's unfortunate. Some people have, I don't know what kind of a relationship you guys had during the past 11 years, what his challenges or what he's gone through. Perhaps he's had many different challenges in his life and he wants to pretend they never happened by changing the family. You probably know everything about him, all his shortcomings and problems he's been facing, or things that have been going wrong with him, things that he couldn't handle well. It is possible that he simply thought, oh, where can I find myself and hide who I am from the new people, because I don't have those problems anymore. I have fixed them. But this family knows everything about me, so what should I do? Maybe I should just go and start somewhere new. This is just one scenario. I don't really know what went on between you guys and what his problems are or not. Obviously, he does have a problem. And I don't know if that problem is between you two or it's one-sided from him. But whatever it is very odd and imbalanced for a man, if he's responsible, to forget about his children. I mean, what the hell did you then make the children if you're not going to be there, protect them, take care of them, create an environment which is safe and secure and comfortable for them by just being there? And then just run away and have another baby with someone else? Well, it's up to you. You can do that if you like. It's a free world, but you cannot forget about your children, your responsibilities. So, I hope he finds his bearings again and makes sure that the children are good, taken care of, helps with the money, provides for them. That's his duty. And of course, you know, you're there, you're taking care of the children, so you're a good woman. You haven't abandoned them. Wonderful, good for you. And she says, my oldest son is having such a hard time through all of this. I'm depressed. I feel like I can't handle it. Oh, you can. Oh, you can. Oh, you can, dear. For sure you can. You have no idea how powerful you are. You know, women in many cases are stronger than men. Just the thought of bearing children, it tells you all. The women are really strong. And that strength is not just physical strength, it's all mental strength that you can take all that pain through giving birth. So much care, so much love, and that gives you the true power. So much power that you can go through those pain and then have another one later on, forgetting all that pain. So much dedication. You're more powerful than you think you are. Don't judge yourself by all the bullshit that's going around, gender, and you know, you're not as strong as men. No, you're a woman, and it has nothing to do with your gender. You are strong, and you can do anything you put your mind to it, including raising good children without the father. If the father is not balanced enough, thoughtful enough, decent enough to take care of the children, listen, you have a couple of good friends, your children, when they grow up, they will never forget. They will never forget what you sacrificed. And you have a definite goal in life. Take care of those children. Help them be raised well. Make something out of themselves. Be kind to them. Establish bonds. Have principles. Create codes. Code of honor. Code of behavior. Responsibilities. And make them understand that they can become anything they want when they put their mind to it. Nothing is difficult for them. It may seem difficult, but they have the know-how, they have the power, they have the stamina. If they have the will, they can decide and make it all happen for them and change all these difficult situations in time by their preparing for the future, accomplishing important tasks in righteous way, decent way, make wonderful men and women out of themselves, and then become that wonderful person that they wanted to become and change the whole course of their life to wonderful by themselves, regardless if the father is paying attention to them or not. You are there and you will pay attention to them and it'll all be okay. How old are they? Everyday life says, thank you, God bless you, I love listening to you, you bring peace of mind. Well, you're not alone in this life. Many of us have been conditioned to think that we are individuals and we go through life individually. It may seem that way, but the fact that there's 7 billion other energy entities that emanate energy in this world, many of these 7 billion people have great energy. And the fact that they're here in this world, they make things work. Their presence in this world changes things, affects things. Whether you know it or not, or they know it or not, the fact that they are here, it makes things be in a certain way than if they were not. So whether we want it or not, or know about it or not, we're not alone. We're always surrounded by the energy of the others from far distances. And the good energies that we feel comes from all these good people around the world. So you're never alone because you are part of the energy of the universe, and energy of the universe includes everything that is in this world. And you are one of them. Which means we're all drops of the ocean, but we all belong to the ocean. We are individual drops, but we all collectively come from the ocean. So we are all individual entities and individual energies, but we all come from the energy of the universe. And that energy runs through all of us. We have that in common. And therefore, our source is the same. We're all connected. We're never alone, even though if it looks that way. So, and God bless you too. Stay strong. You can do anything. Don't forget. Now, let's see. Saint Skanderberg. Skanderberg. Okay. I get a kick out of these screen names. Says, good morning, Mehran. Male 34, New York. NYPD. Oh, hello, NYPD. Are you actually saying because it's famous to know New York by as a program that everybody sees or saw on TV at one time or another? Or are you actually member of the New York Police Department? And he says, just wanted to let you know that you're doing a wonderful job giving people hope and directing them to a positive thinking. Well, delighted that you are here, joined us, give us your energy and be part of the whole. We're all connected. So if I can be of some difference, make a little bit of a difference in your day, in somebody's day, then I have extended the right energy outwardly that could touch someone that they didn't expect it, and make a little bit of a better day for them. And that's the whole intention, isn't it? For us to be there for each other any way we can. Tony Daniels says, hi Mehran, 45 M. Rotorua, New Zealand. Oh, New Zealand. What a proud place. I am so proud of your Prime Minister. She is a delight. She's honorable. She's strong. She is a true leader. I salute her for the way she has handled the massacre that happened just recently, and the way she has called unity to the nation and made sure everybody understand that everyone in New Zealand is one and the same and equal, respected, protected. I love her. I love what she's doing, and I'm proud of her. Respect to her. And Tony says, I love your work. You have helped me very much since my breakup. I worked on myself, lost 80 pounds. Good for you. Got healthy and realized that I am very strong mentally. Good for you. That's my boy. Mind you, you're 45 years old, but let's see. I'm just about 18 years older than you are. Holy macaroni, I'm really old, am I not? Let me have some tea. Forget what I just said. You know, there was a time that I was younger than anybody around me. Now I'm older than anybody around me. And Tony says, your videos helped me see the truth, and I realized the breakup was a good thing that helped me grow and evolve into a better person. I'm grateful. It helped me change. Thank you very much. I'm delighted to hear that, Tony. I'm delighted that you took it for what it was intended for, and you used it to elevate yourself and move on with the strength and direction. And Atul Jaswal says, good afternoon, sir. It's actually almost 12 midnight here, but thank you very much, Atul. It's probably your afternoon, is it? No, it's what? Yeah, it's almost, what, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning? Or 12, 12:30. It's afternoon, your afternoon. Well, hope you're having a good day. Everyday Life says 9 and 2. Aha, 9-year-old. My suggestion to you is that if you get a chance, try to communicate to that father. Bring to his attention the need of these children to see their father and learn things from him. Gently, kindly, help him to realize without being condescending, because your goal is not to put him down or make him feel shame. Your goal is to make him realize his love and responsibility for the children, because you're doing it for the children. He's already made it clear that he doesn't deserve you. He's already gone to another woman and is about to have a baby with her. Regardless of that, you have a higher goal in life, and that is to make sure that this man recognizes his responsibility, duty, and love for the children. If he has any decency in, he will. If he doesn't, be close to your children. Protect them. Eventually, you will probably have a boyfriend of some kind. But I want to caution you. You are the leader of this family now. You are the protector of this family. and you can foresee the challenges that could arise and avoid those challenges to become a reality. Meaning, a boyfriend that comes to your life, make sure he will never be alone with the children. He could be a very good guy. That is not the question. The question is that you don't know until you know. And make sure the children will not see what they shouldn't be seeing. It's going to be a little bit tough because the husband, the ex, is not taking care of his responsibilities. Otherwise, when the children would be spending time with him, you could go on dates and have a normal life. It's going to be a little bit challenging, especially that you have a 2-year-old. But listen, you're a woman. You're strong. You're ferocious. And you can handle it. I'm sure you can handle it. Put your mind together. Make yourself proud. However it is, find a way. And always bring decent people around the children. And doesn't matter how lonely you are, just make sure that children are, let's say, I don't know, with the auntie or with this grandmother or somewhere that you can have a certain kind of a break in a normal life, go on a date, and then, but when they come home, they should see their mother and no other person pretending to be their father. So they will feel that they don't have to share their mother with anybody. This is what I'm trying to get at. The father is gone, doesn't pay attention to them. They don't want to feel that now mother, even I have to share it with somebody else. You don't want that to happen. That's why I say leave them with grandma or some trusted family member, if that is what you feel it's a safe place, safe and trustable place, and only family. And make sure they're always female available where they are, to whom you leave them with, and then go on a date. But when you come home, they should feel there is a home, there is a mom, it's all theirs. They feel psychologically secure. All right. Let's go to Everyday Life says, yes, through this bad time, I got my family and my friends. They've been there since day one. I'm so thankful. Oh, good. I'm delighted. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's good. That's good. And Juanpa says, Mehran, you skipped my congratulations comment. Did you now? Let me see. Juanpa, where are you? Ah, there it is. Hello, Juanpa. Juanpa says, hi, Mehran. Male 23, Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Oh, I just changed the name of your country. Costa Rica. Congratulations on your live talk 300. Thank you for all your help. Oh, my pleasure. Yes, you're right. Guys, this is 300th live talks, which started 2016. From 2016 to now, we've had 300 live talks. That's quite a bit of talking. Let's see, if I would have gotten a penny for every word I said, we would have made it. All right. So now, for that reason, anybody who is here, make sure you click on like. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. And let's see if Saint Skanderberg responded to my question at all. Tony Daniels says, yes, she's very awesome. Let me see, I forgot what we were talking about. Ah, she's very awesome, meaning you have a new girlfriend? Is that what you're saying? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. All right, good, if that's what you mean. Abhijit says, PayPal wasn't taking my card, But it finally did. Ah, good. Just now. I would be reading Me, My Psyche, and oh, good, you got it already. Ah, congratulations. That's a good book. Don't read it all together. It's interesting, but read it whenever you feel like it. A cup of tea, sit there, and take a break, and read a chapter, one chapter. And the chapter is like, I don't know, a page or 2, 3, 4, not big chapters. So it's going to be interesting for you. Just leisure. Leisure. Good, good, good. And Juanpa says, male 23, Costa Rica, Mehran, I got a new job. Ah, congratulations. Congratulations. That's my boy. Says, but it takes me 2.5 hours to arrive to it from my house. Well, what else do you have? Do you have a second job? Get your ass up in the morning and go and get the job. That's the beginning of your climb up. You got to start from somewhere. Yes, 2.5 hours, but you know what? I don't know. If you like it, if you can interpret it, the difference it's going to make to your life, then you will get up. Whatever you like to do in life, you will not find it chore. You will not find it difficult. But what you don't like, it will be a chore. I remember when I was going horseback riding, I would get up like 4 o'clock in the morning, excited as heck, and polish my boots, wax them to make sure it's shiny, and I would be spiffy, all properly take care of all the things that I had to wear. The riding boots, riding pants, all must be clean and nice and well taken care of. And then I would be on the horse. It would take me about an hour and a half to get there. And I would take a taxi. And I was a kid. Taxis weren't expensive then. And then I would be on the horse 6:30 in the morning. But the whole idea that I loved the whole riding bit, it didn't matter that I'm getting up 4 o'clock in the morning. So if you can translate why you're doing what you're doing to your life, and you like it, and say, therefore, I'll schedule my life. I sleep a bit early. I get up at, I don't know, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, get ready, leave, and I'll be there on time. Never late. They will recognize. Eventually they get to know you, and the question will come up, how long does it take you to get here? You say 2.5 hours. And you say, you're here every day on time? Great. That already is going to put you a little bit higher in their eyes. So when comes time for a better opportunity, they will think of you. And you know what? Once you got a little experience there, whatever the field is, I don't know, then you can use that experience and get another job closer to home. But for now, you're 23 years old. You can do it. No big deal. Nothing can stop you. And it says, from my home. So I'm spending 5 hours of my life in a car or bus. Is that wasting my life? How to move? No, not at all. Not at all. It's not wasting your life. You're thinking about the 5 hours that it takes you from there to there. Well, you're sitting at a bus. Pick up a book. Maybe take a course. I don't know what it is. Read the goddamn book. That's 2.5 hours going, 2.5 hours coming. You can get a lot done. And you can maybe take a nap too. So it's all good, and it's not a waste of your life. Use it for how long? As long as you can take it and learn from it, and use that experience for the next job you apply. Say, I worked here for a year, I worked here for 6 months, whatever it was. And then gain that experience and offer it somewhere else and get a better job, or job closer to your home. Like, what are you going to do with that 5 hours? Hang around what? A couple of other kids who don't have a job? No. Life is not so easy all the time. So this is maybe a bit of a hardship. So what? You'll have a story to tell your kids. That, yeah, when I was young, I would have to go 5 hours, 2.5 hours by bus to go to job. That's the meaning of responsibility. That's because I wanted to have you guys. That's because even before having you guys, I was preparing, building my life. You guys can do it. If I could do it, you guys can do it. All that story comes from somewhere. And now you have a truthful experience to use it to help other people when they are going through some rough patches and rough times, tough times. Juanpa says, myself, how to motivate myself to spend so many time in a bus for a salary that is not that great. I don't care if it's great or not. It makes you feel far bigger than the amount of money they give you. The fact that you're working and making money makes you feel like a man, makes you feel productive. That feeling is going to fuel you to go higher and find other jobs eventually when the time right. The fact that you will feel productive, you will feel someone who is doing something for the society, for himself, can pay for his way, it's a beautiful feeling. Man should never be sitting around. Man should always work. I know within reasons, but I mean should not be out of job. It's not a good feeling. Get used to being tough. So 2.5 hours, are you kidding? No big deal. You're sitting in a bus, you're not walking. So toughen up. You can do it. You can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to it. And Juanpa says, thanks, Mehran. I promise that when I get my first pay, I'll buy me my Psyche and I promise you. Whenever you can afford it, you don't have to promise at all. When you're interested and you have extra money, you can spend it. But thank you for the kind words and support. Saint Skandelberg says, yes, sir, I'm an officer. Ah, good. Good then. And you are, what time is it now? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Are you on the shift? And Saint Skanderberg says, that's why we had the previous conversation about gun range. Oh, I didn't know that you were, did I? Am I getting old? Am I forgetting the stuff? Or there's so many people that I talk to and forget? Because you don't show up all the time. Mr. Officer, where the heck did your discipline go? I thought you belonged to us, and you will join us when you can. Let me give you a little bit of hardship. Let me scold you, now that you go and scold people all day long. Let me... Yeah, that was a good conversation. I enjoyed it, that's for sure. You picked up the 3rd shift again? Oh, not that you work 3 shifts a day. You just picked up the 3rd shift. Ah. Okay, well, be careful. Where are you? New York. Well, be careful, double. Double be careful. 3 o'clock in the morning. May the force be with you. And I'm sure you have a partner. You guys look out for each other. I had a privilege of, when I was in school, in university, in Portland, there was a practicum that I was taking. There were 2 practicums I took. One was Big Brother, which I had to interact with this child who nobody could connect with him, apparently. Apparently there were so many Big Brothers, they all left him, they all couldn't take it, or whatever. But somehow it was a breeze for me. We connected, you know, I took him to movies, spent time with him every once in a while, you know, from my course. And the mother was saying, I can't believe it. He's so identified with you and so easy. And that was a good experience that I always remember. But there was another practicum that I took that was a little bit different and more exciting. That was to ride with a police officer in his patrol car at 1 shift. And I was a young kid. I was, I think, about 19 years old, I guess. I think I was sophomore in university. And yeah, that was, you know, I was his partner. It was him and I, and we were going and checking out things, and some calls would come in and would go. And the funny thing is, at that age, you know, I was a young kid, and wherever we went, whatever the incident was, they would think that I'm also an officer. So kind of felt good. they thought I'm also a police officer with plain clothes. That was yeah, I enjoyed that. And and the officer that was supposedly doing the mentoring actually was a little bit ticked off, because he said, "So what are you?" He said to me, "So what is this now? You're just for a course, or you have an interest to become an officer?" Like, he was pissed off that I'm just taking an audit, taking a course. And so yeah, of course, you know, we were, you know, it was pleasant, and we, you know, we enjoyed the shift and all that. But I think he didn't like the fact that, you know, students will sign up for that, and then they just want to see what it is, rather than really want to be interested and become a police officer. So I told him, well, you know, I'm just taking a course. I want to see what it's involved. And it was very exciting, actually. I learned a thing or two there, and at least knew the process. So hope you'll have a good shift, and a relaxing one. And Saint Skanderberg says, it's amazing how we can give advice and calm people down, but when it comes to us personally, we tend to forget our own advice. Yes, it's very easy. Because when you're giving advice, you're not in any harm's way, you're not in any challenging atmosphere or environment or challenging moment. So you're very calm and you can give good advice. But when you yourself are in kind of a, you know, situation, then you're not that calm to think it through. You got to pass that, handle that, then eventually you sit down with a cup of tea and say, okay, how did I do? Or how should I do? What should I do? But you're right. So Abhijit says, male, 42 years old, India. My question: is closure necessary once a relationship ends? No. What closure? It's not a door that if you don't close it, it's open and the wind comes or a cat comes in. What closure? You know what happened. You know how it went. You've already made up your mind. You're ready to go on. Life goes on. Flow of life. The flow of the river, the way of the river, that's life. You got to go with it. Otherwise, you can't be swimming against the flow. The flow goes this way. Something happened with your relationship. Now, keep going that way. You will find other possibilities. Not closure. Closure to what? You actually want the girl who actually broke up with you to talk to you and admit to you that I was wrong. Well, if she thought she would be wrong, she was wrong, she would have never broken up with you. My professor at university said once, Dr. Ferris, I don't know where he is, may he be blessed. He was my favorite teacher. And I never forget. He said, at the time one makes a decision, one believes that that decision is correct. Because if one is sane, he wouldn't do something he doesn't think it's the right decision. Later on, he may say, well, that was stupid. But at the time that he's doing it, he's convinced that it's the right decision for him for whatever reason. Even if he knows it's wrong, but he's doing it, he's decided that it's the right decision for whatever reason. So you can't think that the girl who's left you is now going to look back and say, oh, you know, I should go and say, oh, you know, that I'm sorry, it was not a good decision, but I want to stick with it. No, she's going to think what she did was correct. And later on, she may think it differently, but what closure do you expect for her to say what? A person has done something wrong, you expect that person to turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, I broke up with you, I shouldn't have. But when I did it, I thought I should. And I was convinced that I should. And it was good for me, I thought. That's why I did it. But now that I've done it, I think I should. Oh, it doesn't make sense. So what closure are you waiting for? Move on. Move on, don't waste your life. Closure. Who is she to give you closure? What, you want her to say, oh yeah, you're a good boy? That's what you want to hear? Oh, you were good, but it was me. What? Forget it. Just be the best person that you can be, the best version of yourself that you can be, and move on. Find another girlfriend. And if you don't, it'll just happen anyhow. And he says, how to forgive if the other person wasn't there to have any last talk. What last talk? Why do you want to talk to her? She's not, that wheel is not turning for you. So why do you want to be on it? Why do you want to be around it? Why do you want to see it turn? You move on. Wish her well. Don't worry about her. It's not your responsibility anymore. Respect her wishes, wish her well, and go on with your life and build your own life. Something that is not a short, there's no shortage of wonderful women in this world. What are you talking about? Move on. And you're in India. 1.2 billion people, out of which there's 600 million of them are women, out of which at least 100 million of them suit you. So don't worry about it. Move on. Abhijit says, yes, I get it now. What she thought back then was right according to her. Yeah, of course. Now you want her to come and say, no, I was wrong. She's not going to say that. And you should need her to say that. You should actually think, if she thought it was right for her, then obviously it means it's right for me not to be with her. Because why would I want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me? It just doesn't make sense. So move on. Be happy. Life is short. In other words, don't give a shit. Taga Kali TV Albay. Oh, that was a long screen name. Taga Kale TV Albay. It sounds like a kind of a, I don't know, what is it? The magician's. In Harry Potter, what would they? All these things. What's that? I forgot the name. Anyhow, it says, I need help dealing with breakup with kids involved. Oh, okay. Well, state your question. I'll try to help you as much as I can. But if it's something that you want to discuss deeply and explore it together, well, by all means, you can go on my site, mind@seekstruth.com, and click on Talk to Me for consultation, and make an appointment, and we will discuss it together one-on-one on Skype. Oh, the message is retracted. Okay. Happy says, yes, I like the last bit. Don't give a shit. That's right. Nozamao says, male 21 US mutual breakup. Ex is now in another country. All I can do is move on. I am working on myself, but ex jumped into a rebound. Does this make her weak? No, it makes you weak if you think about it. Simple. It gives you more power to know why you shouldn't be with her. Because obviously, she's not suitable for you. She just left, different country. All right, you shouldn't care if she's going to go with somebody else or not. If now or tomorrow she's in a different country, you guys are not going to see each other again anyhow. So what does it matter that she just went on a rebound relationship, or she was going to wait a little longer? What? You need her affirmation. That kind of a behavior tells you that you're such a stud. Why do you need to think that way? You simply know who you are. A good person, a wonderful person, decent person. So move on, find another girlfriend. Build your life. Don't waste your time to get affirmation from a relationship that has come to an end. Enjoy it for what it was, appreciate it, and benefit from the memories of it and the experience of it, and move on. It's not, when a relationship ends, is not supposed to be the end of something more than what it is. A relationship, that's it. It's not life. A relationship ended. Everything physical in this world has a duration. And this relationship was between you two, mostly in physical form. And then duration finished. So enjoy the memories and experience and move on. Move on to other opportunities and possibilities. Now, Saint says, Abhijit, the only time you'll get the last talk in US is when you enter the execution chamber in the capital punishment. Be grateful that you're not in that situation. There we go. There we go. You don't need any last talk. Just enjoy your life. Just enjoy every bit of it. I don't care if it's a breakup, if it's a makeup. Just enjoy and get that experience to go. And thank your God that you're healthy and your family is healthy. That's all it matters. The rest of it is just a game, guys. It's just a way to learn things and become a more mature person, wiser about your center, who you are, how you're put together, how you deal with this thing, how it made you feel, how you dealt with it, how you can teach others when, for your friends or your children, when they come to the same junction and the same experience. Learn from it. It's not supposed to be the end of the world or bring devastation. Oh, I'm not with that girl anymore. Okay, it was great while it lasted, and you guys were cordial and helped each other, were good to each other. Now she's changed her mind, or you change your mind, or mutually, whatever it is, you go on and find other experiences. Whole life is about learning. So that was one of the things that you learned. Who says that everything that we learn is supposed to be all so sweet and wonderful and balanced? Sometimes there's shit happens, and then we try to see what we can learn in that. As long as you guys are healthy, that's all it matters. The rest of the stuff, don't worry about it. Deal with it. And Nozamau says, thanks, I understand that I was looking for affirmation now without realizing it. Time for new opportunities. Yes, correct. Absolutely. So, looks like we hit all the questions. Does that mean that we're done tonight? Let me have a sip of tea, and then, look guys, I'm not going to run out of tea this time. I came prepared. All right. So I'll hang around a minute or two. If we don't have any more questions, then we'll go through wrapping up our session. Saint, how's the weather in New York right now? Is it warming up? We happen to turn around in about a week or a few days from cold to pretty awesome. Like it was warm today, it was warm yesterday. I didn't have to wear a jacket. And right now, everywhere is wet, raining, or it was raining just a few hours ago. But it's not cold, it's very pleasant. I mean, for us Canadians, it's pretty pleasant. We like it cold here. Keeps us fresh. Abhijit says the cap looks really good. Oh, okay, thank you. Nozamau says, can you love more than one person at once? Yeah, of course, but why would you? Living dangerously? Be careful. You can love your children all at the same time, but the kind of love you're talking about, oh, I don't recommend it. It's dangerous. Just Saint says it was nice couple days ago, but tonight is very cold, and upstate New York got some snow. Oh, really? Ah. Well, the snow here is kind of getting ready to melt, I guess. My son was skiing in the mountains here just a couple of weeks ago. I was going to go up day before yesterday, or yesterday. He didn't go. And a friend of mine was telling me that he was up there, and it's still okay, but another couple of days of warm weather, then it'll be pretty much the end of it. We usually have snow till the end of April, but this year, who knows? Manuel Gonzalez says, just your laugh alone cheers me up. Oh, right then. I will, I will copyright my laugh. Who knows? Maybe we can offer my laugh for some advertisement and we get some economic viability for this channel, or attract people who want to see a different laugh, and they can subscribe and we'll add to our subscribers somehow. Abhijit says, and hope your back is better today. Well, I went to the gym today. I did back, but not that heavy. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that my spine should be okay. So it's all muscles that are still a bit tired. So I'm kind of pissed off at myself because I've done so many things. You know, parachuted out of airplanes, of, you know, tennis and goalie at soccer, horseback riding, show jumping, martial arts, and all these things, and always made sure everything went well. And then just leaning on a table, and then the whole table gives in, and I'm leaning on it, you know, like the table, I'm sitting on it. Kind of pisses me off that why didn't I listen to my own inner voice saying, don't do that. All right. Manuel says a laugh compilation. Yes, sir. And thank you, Apijit. Thank you. Nozamao says, the first love really unforgettable? Is first love really unforgettable? Yes, of course. You will never forget your first love. Of course you will forget it, but if you think about it, you can remember it. But not that it'll always be in front of your eyes. No. Because the first love is something that you've never experienced before, and it's kind of leaves an impression on you. So that's basically what it is. And Juanpa says, Mehran, tomorrow I'm going to a wedding of a friend of mine who is also 23. Oh, and is getting married. Ouch. She just lasts 2 years with her boyfriend. What? She just lasts 2 years with her boyfriend? What does that mean? How many years should we last with someone to know that is the perfect time to get married? Well, that's not about years. You could be with someone for what, 11, 20 years, and then you get divorced. What is that about? So you can't say, oh, I spent 11, 20 years with this person and I should know them well and we should have solved our problems by now. Or before marriage, you can be with someone for 5 years, and then when you get married, you know, a couple of years later, you kind of want to divorce. Why? Because all that time that you guys knew each other, you didn't know each other. You had a relationship between your image, the images. You have an image of yourself in your mind about yourself. And you create an image of your partner about her in your mind. These two, and she does the same thing. And these two images are having a relationship. But you really don't know about each other. You don't know about her fears, or she doesn't know about yours, about her ego, or she doesn't know about yours, about desires, and she doesn't know about yours. Her consciousness, how is it put together? You hardly know where your consciousness comes from. How is your consciousness put together? When you're oblivious to all these things, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about in general, most people. When they're oblivious to all these things, well, how could they know how the other person ticks when they don't know how themselves are all about, how they're put together? So you can be with someone based on images that having a relationship with each other, physical interactions, about things that keeps you guys happy and together, fun, pleasure, and you can never build anything on pleasure, but you have a relationship because it's based on pleasure, based on things, based on resonation of voices, each other's words, the meaning of the words. These are all what keeps a relationship together, but none of it means that you know each other. Once you really spend quality time to get to know each other's consciousness and bond on that level, Then you can decide if we really are compatible or not. Most people find themselves compatible because the girl is pretty and the guy is, I don't know, maybe handsome or meets her standards, and he's got, I don't know, some nice car or money or education, and both of them are educated. And then suddenly you think you're all compatible and you make a decision because the image you've created of being together seems like what the society has conditioned you to pursue, and looks like, oh, it's going to be a good image. Everybody's going to look at us with envy, and we're going to look good, and we have these things happening. But really, you don't really know about each other thoroughly, about each other's persona, center, what makes you tick. And that's why they divorce. So the length of knowing each other is no evidence of knowing each other. People endure each other for many reasons. Some for sex, some for comfort, security, money, or they have other plans, and in the meantime they want to finish their studies and they tolerate things. And then 2, 3, 4 years passes, they think, oh, we really know each other. But then 5th year, maybe things changes, everybody's got different direction now, and part of the plan is done, their intentions, the reason they were in that relationship could be different from each other totally, and they yet think we're in a relationship, we must have the same reason for it. No, the motivation to be in a relationship between people could be very different. And all these come to an effect, come to play when it's time to break up. Because neither one of you focused on why are we in this relationship. One of you is in the relationship, wants to be happy because she can't make herself happy. Wants to be in a relationship where the guy makes her happy, or vice versa. Or whatever your relationship is, one partner comes to the relationship because hopes that the other partner makes him or her happy. And sometimes relationships are because, I don't know, they need a place to stay, or things that they cannot bring about, they hope the other one will. But then eventually it comes down to, do you know each other? Can you build things together? Can you actually feel for each other? Can you be unselfish? Can you actually put the other person first? Are you really there for the same reason? So these are all some of the questions that has a lot to do with how long it takes before you guys are sure that you're meant for each other, or you're compatible enough to take the next step, if that's what you want to call it. All right. Now, Saint Skanderberg says, Mehran, I've been contemplating this for a while and can't seem to make a decision. Some of my friends are attempting to climb Denali, then Everest. Oh. I've been invited to join, but I think it is selfish. Can you please tell me why you think it's selfish? I will tell you what I think, but why do you think it's selfish? All right. Denali, I just looked it up, is 6,000 meters above sea level, over 20,000 feet. And then Everest. What's the purpose? What is it that motivates you guys, or you, to want to climb this mountain? Are you a mountain climber? You really love it, or you think it's gonna mean something to you as far as proving yourself against some rock? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be facetious about it, but I'm serious. Saint says, I have 2 small kids and the death rate is extremely high. Then definitely don't go. What the hell is that for? What do you want to prove? What are you, nuts? What do you have, too much time or too much comfort? You're a respectable officer, you're enjoying your life, you have things figured out, you're a good dad, obviously, and you got to be around for them. What the hell is about going to climb Everest? So what? So you climbed it. Is this something that you are trying to accomplish and you can't? You need confidence builder or something? I don't see any reason to climb Mount Everest. Well, just take a helicopter, go on top and say, hey, here I am. Honestly, I mean, life has challenges every day. Yet people moan and groan about those challenges instead of trying to sort them out. And yet they take time and effort to go and do some crazy stuff. And I'm not saying climbing Mount Everest is a bad thing or crazy. I'm saying for someone who's already got responsibilities and has got plans and has got kids, what is missing in your life that you need to bring that into the picture to kind of make yourself feel invincible or what, reassured, confident? What's you got 2 kids which are a challenge to make sure they are raised well, taken care of, and that's tough enough in any environment. So you've got your mountain right in front of you, 2 of them. You can call one of them Denali and the other one Everest. You've got 2 kids, right? And there you go. That's your mountain. Make them to be a wonderful people when they grow up. That's it. I've done crazy things myself in life, but no, for that kind of a mountain climbing, that cold and that danger, what for? You know, just saying. Saint says self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment, well, believe me, the highest mountain to climb, the most important accomplishment of your life are those 2 kids. I'm telling you, you want to feel fulfilled? Make sure they turn out to be good. Be with them, spend time with them, do homework with them. They'll never come back. Play ball with them. Take care of them. Teach them. Love them. Be close to them. Make them your best friends. Be their best friends. There's no bigger pleasure in life than unleash your heart and energy, the pure love to your children. Spend time with them. Not just in head, by actions, by actually being the involved father. Care about them, do homework with them, take them out here and there, teach them, play with them, whenever you can. Be there. That's the fulfillment you're looking for. It's not on top of the mountain. It's there, right in front of you. Their little faces. And the challenges that are in front of them in this world. Prepare them, teach them, share with them what you've learned. Be kind to them. Let them feel safe. Daddy is here. Now, Saint says narcissism is probably the correct answer. Yeah. Nobody got anywhere by being a narcissist. And certainly I don't think you can even consider being in the vicinity of that. I don't see any of that sort of behavior in you from the interactions we've had. So I suggest you think it over. It's probably going to be fun with a bunch of your friends, but the fun is going to fade away when you get to the dangerous places, and every day of your life is danger anyhow. So what are you seeking for more? Take care of your kids, man. It's the most beautiful thing. Take care of your children. Be with them. Spend time with them. Dawn says, hi, lovely Mehran. Good morning, everyone. Hello, lovely Dawn. And thank you for being here, and thank you for the kind and warm words. So yeah, we've been here for the past an hour and a half, and we thought we were done, but we weren't. New questions came, and here it is, a couple more. And it says, Juanpa says, but I think she's too young for that. Yeah, maybe. And Juanpa says, but I hope they will have a great marriage. Yeah, sure, they will. And then they will divorce. Because they're just getting married because they're kind of hot for each other and they haven't really thought things through. Eventually, if they can't really find compatibility and see clear, their way clear, and they will start nitpicking from each other. Marriage is a lot more than just, oh yeah, she's cute and oh, he's wonderful and let's get married. Well, there's a lot more to it than that. So I guess it's a learning process, and hopefully they'll be able to handle it and learn as they go. Jazwu says, interesting to note, highest divorce rate is Belgium and lowest is Libya. Well, Libya, they're probably scared to get divorced because it's one of those harsh laws that the woman can't decide, and the divorce should be given by the man, and the man doesn't want to give it because he wants to possess the woman, or I don't know, whatever their law or their feelings are. If the law would change, probably a lot more women would apply for divorce. Who knows? It's not necessarily because they're different. People are people anywhere and everywhere. It's just the laws that keep them this way or that way, depending on their culture and their setup. And Jazwu says, maybe you should live stream according to Belgium time. Oh, Belgium, I had a student, when I was teaching martial art years ago, one of my students was from Belgium, and she said, you know, we were talking about, usually after the training, we would all, bunch of us get together, go to some coffee shop, and I don't know, Starbucks or wherever it was, and or some little restaurant, have some food or some chit-chat, talk. And she was saying that we were talking about, I guess, relationships and so on. And she said there was an article written in Belgium paper or somewhere in Belgium, or when she was there, that it said usually the duration of a relationship is 4 years. And after 4 years, they just simply want to, you know, separate and go and find a new one. But of course, that article probably never took in consideration the stuff that we were talking about, why they divorce. They were mostly talking about the toleration of people who really don't know about themselves or each other's consciousness, and therefore after 4 years they're ready to go to the next because they've run out of things to do and how to keep it together by not really knowing how they tick, how they're put together, or how the other one is put together. So, but it's interesting. Perhaps that is why in Belgium the rate of divorce is high, because they all wait for 4 years and they switch. Next. And Juanpa says, Mehran, so many people nowadays define the part of living, that part of living is the fact of traveling and visiting different countries. That is a dream I have. I hope one day I visit New York or London. But it's kind of frustrating that I see a lot of people traveling, and I don't see myself doing that in a near or far future. I just traveled once to Mexico City, and it was wonderful, and I want to continue traveling, but it is too expensive. But also Costa Rica is beautiful, so I don't complain a lot. At least we have no army, and that makes me proud of my country. Okay, good. Well, listen, this could be one of your goals in life that you can, I don't know, I forgot how old you were, if you're still in school or not, or you have a job. So collect your money, save your money, and plan ahead of time, and then find safe and yet economic ways to travel and see some of the places that you wanted to see. Definitely the time will come if you budget your money well and save some money, and then you'll travel. It's not a big deal. I'm sure you will do it. I'm sure you can do it. It's not that big of a deal. So many deals around. Nozamao says, do you believe in destiny and fate? Yes and no, but only after it happens. That it was supposed to happen this way. So, but I don't believe you got to sit around and wait for destiny to come and hit you in the face. You do your stuff. You build your life. You move. You be active. You plan. You learn. You prepare. You go do it. And then on the way of your activities and efforts you're making in life, things will happen. And then when it happens, oh, that was destiny. Well, yeah, it was, but you had to initiate. You had to start something and continue your efforts. And in that way, yes, I do. Sandeep Sharma says, hey, hi, hello. Which one? Hey, hi, or hello? Hey, hi, hello, Mehran. Sandeep here, age 25, male, India. Hey, hi, hello, Sandeep. So that could be our motto for the evening program. Hey, hi, hello, Mehran. Hey, hi, hello. Hey, hi, hello. Hey, hi, hello. All right, now, let's see. Sandeep says, it is getting difficult to understand or accept that one who loved me a lot is now dating other guy. And how do cheaters do that? Why do you call her cheater? She broke up with you and went with another guy. That's not a cheating. That's her right, as much as it is your right to change your mind, or now that you see she's not paying proper attention to you, you just move on and find another girl. There's so many girls there. You don't have to wonder or understand or accept the one who loved you a lot. First of all, Sandeep, you're 25 years old, and she was probably, what, the same age or maybe a couple of years younger? At that age, neither one of you really know what you want. And you really don't know what love is. And how could you love each other so much in true sense? That's pretty much lust. And that because it was not love, it was just infatuation or lust or interest, it'll run its course. And then you wonder, why did it end? Because it was never really the kind of love that you expect it to be when you find your wife. To love someone, you got to know that someone. Did you guys know each other? No, you didn't. It was infatuation, lust and hormones, not based on your connecting on consciousness level and knowing everything about each other and experiencing life, and see how each one of you negotiates life in real time, in real daily life events, and then spend enough time to learn about each other's inner feelings, about your desires and ego, fear, thoughts and consciousness. So what you call love, you got to question, was it love? Did you love her? Did you really love her? Or did you love what she was doing for you? How she would make you feel? Or did you love her? Do you understand? You know, did she love you, or did she like the image you two had, which was the image she wanted to have, that the society would look at her in that image that she had envisioned? So you got to ask yourself these things, and to know if this really was love, or you loved what she was doing for you, or making you feel, or the image she had created for you in your mind about yourself by her being in that image. Then that's totally different than the real life. Age 25, you have no time to really find love. You're just full of lust, and you think that's love. That's two different things. Don says, I need to go now. Got a full day of hard work, renovating my property, preparing it for rent. It's a good job. I like doing DIY. Catch you again soon. Take care. Okay, dear. Have a nice day. But I thought you were here in British Columbia. I guess not. You must be in UK then, because that's where the morning starts, I guess. Like pretty much 9 o'clock there, or 8 o'clock. So, have a nice day. Ah, there it is. Yes, UK. Oh, do it yourself. Oh yeah, I see it. DIY means do it yourself. Okay, all right. Oh, good. Well, that's going to be fun. You'll have a great day. Take care of yourself, and do a good job. All right, guys. Looks like we hit all the questions, guys. We have nobody else here with no question left. No one left behind. So, on that note, I want to thank you for giving me time to spend with you and share some opinions, and hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Please do like before you leave the live talk, and every like helps us to be more recognized by the algorithm of YouTube, and we sure need the attention. And make sure that you share the videos that you like on our social media, and help us to grow. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. In the meantime, I will look forward to talk to you soon, hopefully tomorrow at about 12:30 Vancouver time. Until then, be good to yourself and the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.